Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Joffrey Noodle Eggs here again today. Another movie video today. Today I'm going through my all-time top 20 favourite movies. Okay, this isn't just horror movies, this is my favourite movies of all time. My top 20. So many to choose from, and I'll probably do this and think, oh, I should have put that in there, but this is what it is, okay? I'm going to do 3 honourable mentions first that are not in there. Uh, The Shining, fantastic film. Stanley Kubrick film. Jack Nicholson in this, absolutely haunting film. Absolutely great adaptation of the Stephen King book. The Shining, great film. Just didn't have enough room to put it in there. These films are some of my all-time favourites, guys, but I just couldn't put them in my top 20. Leon, fantastic film. Absolutely amazing film. Really love it. Yeah, should have been in my top 20, but it just outside. Great film. It's if you've never seen it, it's about a hitman, and it's fantastic. This is going to be a bit of a shocking one not to be in the top 20. Star Wars, all the Star Wars films, they're all fantastic and they're all amazing, and probably most people's favorite films of all times. But mine, you know what I'm like, I'm a little bit different, so it's just on the outside of my top 20. So now we're going to get to the top 20. I'm cheating a bit because obviously that's a whole set of films, and these next two are also a whole set of films. But it is what it is, and this number 20 is the Harry Potter films, and that's all of them. Absolutely fantastic movies. I love all of them. They are just big budget, high quality filmmaking at its best, and it's a great story. British made films, and it's just a perfect sort of Christmassy sort of feeling films, and they're just perfect. Absolutely love the Harry Potter films. I don't know what my favourite is. I do like the Chamber of Secrets, mostly because of the giant wolf spider. But yeah, I've got so many favourites. Yeah, Harry Potter films number 20. Number 19, the Jurassic Park films. Absolutely love all of these films again. They're a bit cheesy, but they're fantastic. I just love them all. Yeah, I'm a huge dinosaur freak. I absolutely love them. I've got so many things about dinosaurs in my house. I just love them. So Jurassic Park films. I do like the Jurassic Worlds as well. I do have them, but they're in a different box set. So yeah, Jurassic Park, absolutely fantastic films. That's number 19. Number 18, Steven Spielberg's Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Absolutely love this film. I love Richard Dreyfuss anyway. He's a great actor. Really underrated film. Doesn't get a lot of love and there's attention I think it should do. But for its time, it was groundbreaking, fantastic. The effects are really cool, and they still hold up today. The 4K version is really, really good transfer. So that is number 18. Number 17, a comedy, Blazing Saddles. Mel Brooks is Blazing Saddles, starring Gene Wilder. Absolutely love Gene Wilder. Another one of my favourite comedians and actors. Fantastic, really funny western. I do love westerns, and this is really, really funny. It's just such a good film. If you've never seen it, you're missing out on one of the greatest comedies of all time. Absolutely brilliant. That's number 17. Number 16 is a western, High Noon. I absolutely love this film. It's one of my favourite westerns. Gene Kelly. No, sorry, Gary Cooper. Gene Kelly. Gary Cooper stars in this one. Who am I thinking of? Grace Kelly. That's what I'm thinking of. She stars in it too. Great film about a local sheriff trying to uphold the law in the town. Fantastic. High Noon. I just absolutely love that film. Number 15, another comedy, Stir Crazy. Gene Wilder and obviously the legendary Richard Pryor. Both of them no longer with us, but this film is classic. It's just funny from start to finish. Obviously they get caught up and they get put into prison and they escape. It's just a really good film. It's just two innocent guys going to prison for the wrong reason. Great film. Number 14, Halloween. John Carpenter's Halloween. Fantastic movie. Again, in most horror fans, it'll be higher in their all-time favourite films. I've just got so many, I just couldn't put it any higher. I do love it. It is one of my favourite slasher films. Awesome. Jamie Lee Curtis is one of my favourite actresses. That's number 14. Number 13, I've spoken to you about this a few times. That's The Evil Dead. Sam Raimi's Evil Dead. Bruce Campbell's debut film. Amazing film. Video nasty. And I think it's one of the only video nasties in here. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's an amazing film. Evil Dead. I did tell you it was in my all-time favourite films. That's number 13. Number 12, Midnight Express. The Turkish prison film. It's quite harrowing. It's quite a hard watch. It's based on a true story, and it is a fantastic movie. Fantastic soundtrack. It's a real sort of heart-wrenching story. Midnight Express, if you've never seen it. Brilliant film. Number 11, The Incredible Shrinking Man. Absolutely love this film. Big part of my childhood, this. It's probably the first sort of horror film, really. And of course, it's got a giant tarantula in it. So, yeah, it's in there at number 11, The Incredible Shrinking Man. We're getting to the top 10 now, guys. Number 10 is Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence, with Tom Conti, David Bowie, and Rishi Sakamoto. Fantastic film. Love this film. It's very 80s. Very, very 80s. I went to the cinema about 5, 6, 7 times to see it. I pretty much went every day when it came out. I just loved this film. Absolutely amazing film. Again, this is a World War II Japanese prisoner war camp film with a bit of a different twist. Really well cool. Again, David Bowie being quite pretentious in it, but that's who he is and his genius, and it's a great, great film. If you've never seen Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence, highly recommend it. Number 9, it's been in quite a few of my top 10s already, and that's The Omen with Gregory Peck and Lee Remick. Great film. It's a 1970s horror film, obviously based around the birth, the reborn of the son of the devil. And it's a great film, a great watch, very atmospheric, quite gory in places, and it's just a great, great story. Classic, classic film. And that's The Omen. What was that number? Was that number 9? I'm sure it was. I'm losing track, guys. I'm sure it was. But anyway, let's have a little look. Okay, down to number 8. Number 8, Taxi Driver. Martin Scorsese's Taxi Driver with Robert De Niro. Fantastic film. It's again about a taxi driver just gets fed up watching the sort of horrible nightlife in, you know, it's 1970s film, so he hates to see all the sort of drug taking and the pimps, and he sort of falls in love, and it just doesn't, and it just drives him mad, and he goes out on a rampage. It's a great film, Taxi Driver. You've probably all seen it. A little bit gory. It's it can be a bit of a hard watch. It's quite a slow moving film, but it's amazing, and the soundtrack's really cool. Taxi Driver. Number 7, Sons of the Desert by Lauren Hardy. Now, these are legends, and they are big place in my heart. I love Lauren Hardy. Since a little boy, I've always watched them. I've got Lauren Hardy tattoos. Also, I just love them. I've got lots of collectibles. I do have their autographs, official autographs. They're behind me on the wall. I don't know if I can show you them up there, but they're around there somewhere. There they are, up there. That's their autographs right at the top there. Yeah, Lauren Hardy. Huge, huge fan of them. Let me now readjust this. Yeah, Sons of the Desert. It's when they go away to like They go away to like a group of guys that meet up, the Sons of the Desert, and they told their wives they were going somewhere else, and they get caught out because they're on telly, and their wives come down and catch them. It's a great film. It's like a society in America that all these men go to, and the Sons of the Desert. Yeah, and it's a good watch, really funny film. Most of their films are classics, even their shorts. But I had to put one of theirs in my top 10, and that's the Sons of the Desert. Number 6, my favourite zombie film, Day of the Dead. George Romero's been in a few of my top 10s now, so you know I highly rate this film. It's a very slow moving zombie film. It's a very gory zombie film, but it's an awesome zombie film. George Romero's Day of the Dead. Into my top 5. Number 5 is Clint Eastwood's Unforgiven. It's my favourite Western. It's a great film. Again, it's another harrowing hard watch about an old gunslinger that goes in to avenge some prostitute that's been raped, and the town's being run by Gene Kelly, who's like a sort of he's running like the town really sort of like into a criminal sort of way, and he goes in with I think it's Morgan Freeman, and they go into town to try and revenge these prostitutes. It's a great cast. You've got Clint Eastwood, you've got Morgan Freeman, Gene Kelly, and Richard Harris. All-time classic cast, all-time classic Western with a great soundtrack. That's a really good transfer as well on 4K. Number 4, Bram Stoker's Dracula with the amazing Gary Oldman as Dracula. To me, this is the greatest Dracula film. There's been so many. Christopher Lee films are amazing. Bela Lugosi's Universal one was awesome, but to me, this was the best adaptation of the actual of the book, and it's got a great cast. So Gary Oldman in there. You've got Winona Ryder. You have Keanu Reeves. You have Mr. Lecter himself in there. Anthony Hopkins, yeah, his name just went by me. The cast, it just goes on and on and on. It's an amazing cast, an amazing film, and this is a really good transfer. Made in 1992, I believe, this film. It's quite gory as well. That's number 4, Dracula. Number 3 is The Thing, John Carpenter's The Thing with Kurt Russell. We spoke about this before. Love this film. To me, it's the perfect horror film. It's got suspense, it's got mystery, it's got gore, it's got a whodunit apart from it, it's got isolation, it's got everything that you need in a good horror. The Thing is my 3rd favourite film of all time. My 2nd favourite film of all time is Jaws. I absolutely love Jaws. It's one of my, just a great film. Again, Richard Dreyfuss in it. I just love this film. And again, I love sharks. I just love sharks. So it's of its time, but it's aged well. This is an amazing transfer, and it's just a great monster flick. And you just can't, it's just never been matched. So many films have tried to copy it. Deep Blue Sea. It's been so many, Shark Attack, loads, but nothing beats there. So you all know what my favourite film of all time is. It's Ridley Scott's Alien. I've talked about it so many times, Sigourney Weaver and John Hurt. So I'm not going to waffle on too much about it. You know why it's my favourite film. It's just the perfect sci-fi survival horror film ever made. It's just the greatest bit of cinema that I've ever seen. Great soundtrack, amazing cast, amazing characters, beautifully shot, and it's just an amazing film. I love all the Alien films, but this one is my favourite film of all time. There you are. It's my top 20 favourite films of all time. So we've got Alien, Jaws, The Thing, The Unforgiven, Dracula. It just goes on. Day of the Dead, Sons of the Desert, The Omen, Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence, Taxi Driver, The Incredible Shrinking Man, Midnight Express, The Evil Dead, Halloween, Stir Crazy, High Noon, Blazing Saddles, Close Encounters, Jurassic Park, and the Harry Potter films. You cannot go wrong with any of them film, guys, and I'm sure you've seen most of them. But if you haven't, I hope there's a few now you think, oh, I might give that a little look. But this is the idea of me doing these, because I'm hoping it sort of brings forward some films that you have seen that you've forgotten, you like to watch again, or some films you haven't seen. And you just think, oh wow, if that's high up on Job's list, it must be a good film because he's a great guy. Anyway, guys, I'm not going to waffle on anymore. I'd like you to go and check out Horror Hands channel, please, and go and check out the Horror Geeks channel, please. And of course, all my spider friends, I tend to give them a shout out when I do my spider videos. This is basically about my horror movies. Go and check them out if it's tickled your fancy, especially in the horror films. Those two channels are fantastic. Until I see you next time, guys, look after yourselves, and I really hope I see you all soon.